What does sushi actually mean?
So sushi actually means a flavored rice.
Hi guys, welcome to Havoc TV. I'm Mikaylin Rhode, aka The Rambler, aka Mickey. And welcome to a very different and special episode of something in the automotive industry, but we've done something just a little different. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget down at the bottom. Also, don't forget to press the notification bell, so that does remind you every time we load a video. Today, we're going to be interviewing a guy by the name of Marwan. Marwan, welcome, brother. How are you?
No, thank you.
So, Marwan, the question is, first of all, like I said to you earlier on off air, I was saying to you, I'd like to know your story first of all, because
Yeah.
I want people to understand I want people to draw inspiration from your story.
Yes.
Because this is a story that actually has a lot of inspiration or can be drawn from this.
Yeah.
So, please, can you just tell me from the beginning, how did everything start?
Are you talking about the food truck or are you talking about my passion?
Let's go first from the start.
The whole background.
Your whole
Okay.
background from the start.
Okay, so basically, I'm from Mitchell's Plain, Stapelstad. Grew up not easy. It was tough out there. Lost my father when I was young. Ever since then, I was just hustling to make money, just to provide for my mother, my family. Anyway, eventually matriculated, went to study civil engineering, architecture. Moved to Johannesburg, worked there as a civil engineer. But then again, I went into that trade, but without knowing that it was my passion. My family's in the building industry, so I thought, okay, that was the way forward.
Yes.
Didn't have a passion for it, but was heading in that road.
Yes.
Eventually, I came back to Cape Town, and then I went and worked at different places. Left the civil engineering completely and architecture. To work in different places, ended up at Pick and Pay pushing trolleys.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, just to basically make money,
Yes.
like I said, trying to survive. Eventually, I went on lunch at Pick and Pay. Then I had chicken from the deli.
Yeah, you said. Yeah.
And then I went to the boss. I told him, okay, I can make better chicken than this.
Yeah.
That doesn't taste nice. He said, okay, prove it to me. I made him better chicken, and just then he said, okay, you start tomorrow in the deli. And that's where I got into the food.
Yes.
Into the food industry, worked at Pick and Pay in the deli. From there, just started like learning the Pick and Pay, like the hot foods.
Yes.
That
Yes,
lasagna
on the
and stuff
inside,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's good.
Started making that food, and then he came to me and said, okay, I'm opening a sushi bar. To be interested in learning how to make sushi. Okay. Me being driven, I
Yes.
said, okay, I'm going to take the opportunity because I will come out from Mitchell's Plain. Any opportunity that I have
Yeah,
to
exactly.
move forward in life, I'm going to take it.
Exactly.
Took it, learned how to make sushi. Eventually, I opened that sushi bar in Plumstead Pick and Pay.
Okay.
From there, that Pick and Pay, the sales boosted, everything is nice, and then Pick and Pay Editors heard about me. They came and approached me, they said, okay, recreate Pick and Pay sushi menu. I said, okay, another opportunity. I'm
Yeah,
going to
exactly.
took the opportunity, redone Pick and Pay sushi menu, and then Ocean Basket found out about me, and they were like, okay, can you do the same thing, guys?
Okay.
I went to Ocean Basket, did of course, and he bought their own
Yeah.
sushi menu. So across Ocean Basket and Pick and Pay company, that's for my menu.
Okay. So that's still your menus today.
Yes.
Okay.
And then posted in Ocean Basket, and then another guy from our house. He coming from the community that I came from. I wanted to give something different back to the community, and that's where I started the food truck, the Sushi food truck.
Yeah. And like I said to you off air, guys, this is a very, for me, it's a very inspirational story. If you take where he started, I mean, he's a guy that was pushing trolleys at Pick and Pay. And I think, like I said to you earlier, I think it's a good story to draw inspiration from, especially for our young people. Especially for our young people that don't have vision. Exactly. Especially our young people that don't have vision, they don't know where they want to go. A lot of our young people don't know where they want to go. And this is something that they can draw inspiration from.
Yes.
And they can say, wow, look at this. This is a guy. And like I said to you, the stigma attached to Mitchell's Plain.
Yes.
Right? This is a guy that comes from Mitchell's Plain, came from not great beginnings. If you take your past into account.
Yeah.
Wasn't easy, life wasn't easy.
Yeah.
but yet
challenging.
you took those opportunities when those opportunities were given to you.
Yes.
And you didn't sit back and say, you know what, it's better just to lam it down. I'm
Exactly,
rather going to go
exactly.
and I'm going to go and hustle, I'm going to go work my butt off.
Yeah.
And one day, hopefully, from that, I'm going to be able to be a success.
Yes.
And I think that is one of the reasons why we wanted you on. And I think it's amazing because here's your success.
Exactly.
From that, from a guy that was pushing a trolley
Yeah.
to a guy that now has his own food truck.
Yeah.
You know, and not just any food truck, a sushi food truck.
Yes.
The only one actually in Cape Town, if I'm not
In Western
mistaken,
Cape.
or in the Western Cape
Yeah.
actually. So it's the only sushi truck in the Western Cape, guys. And then also what I actually wanted to tell, or at least tell us about, the guys that work for you, or the guys that are working with you.
Yes.
Where are these guys from?
So yeah, basically the guys that's working with me. So in the beginning, we started only me and my best friend, my partner, Adnan. We started. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna step back a little.
That's fine.
So we got the trailer, right?
Okay.
How we got the trailer is, I didn't mention that part. How we got the trailer is during COVID level 5.
Yes.
I had 2 cars. I sold both cars. That's the only cars that I had. I sold both cars. I used that capital.
If you don't mind telling us what cars you had.
Okay.
Because look, it was a car thing, so the Owens
Yeah,
checking,
yeah.
okay, so which cars? We
Okay.
actually had 2 of the cars that some of the people actually like.
Yes,
It's actually
yes.
cars that they like. So what were the 2 cars that
So
you
I had a
sold?
2012 RXi,
Yeah.
and I had a VTEC
B16?
B16.
Okay, so you had a B16 and a silver top.
And
Or was it
no,
black
I had a
top?
black top,
Black
but
top,
I had a
okay.
conversion in my 2012,
Okay.
which also I spent a lot of money into the car,
Okay.
but not realizing that look, yeah, I can actually use. I could have used that money.
Yeah, exactly.
To actually
To
start
do what
this
you've done.
long
Yeah.
time.
Yes,
ago.
exactly.
So I bought.
But we learned.
Yeah, I bought the 780 with
Okay.
the 180 bottom and the 2012 top.
Okay.
So yeah, so I had those 2 cars. I sold both cars, and then at that time I was studying civil engineering. Not civil, sorry, at WPDI.
Yes.
So it was a business and entrepreneur course.
Okay.
Also, the founder of WPDI is Forest Vertical.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, and then I entered in a competition, and then I won the competition, and they funded me some money all the way from Paris.
Okay.
So yeah, the competition was who comes up with the best business plan. So my food truck was my business plan.
What's your business plan? Yeah. Which you just then executed
Exactly.
afterwards.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. And then they taught me like the nitty-gritties of how to start the business. But the idea was there because I'm a chef. I'm not not a business guy, but that's why I went to the classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So you use that money and
I
you
used
use your
that
car's money.
and my car's money, and my
Okay.
brother funded me some money
Okay.
as well. Put that together, and I purchased a trailer. So I had the business, but I didn't have a car anymore. I just said to myself, you know what? I've been through that. There's a future now there. That's not going to bring me a future. It's not going to bring me a career. You know what I mean? I don't know where I'm going to be in the next 10 years or whatever. Eventually, I said, okay, Adnan, let's go and do the whole menu, take photos because we need to now advertise our business and the menu.
Yes.
Done the photo shoot, took the trailer to his house, and we were basically cleaning the trailer because we dirtied it by making sushi, right?
Okay.
And then we were basically cleaning, and people came in knocking at the trailer and like, are you guys open? Can I order? You understand? So,
Okay.
and then I looked at him, and it was the day before Christmas. And I looked at him and I said, Adnan, you continue cleaning the trailer, I'm going to create the menu for tomorrow.
Okay.
So the plan wasn't to open
To
tomorrow.
open on that day, yeah,
Yes.
but it was just because people's interest.
More than 10 people came and asked,
Okay.
are we open already?
Okay.
Understand? In front of his garage, we opened and we were boosted whole Christmas.
Okay.
The next day as well, and then we started trading. Until another guy told me, look here, go stand opposite Westgate Mall.
Yes.
Traffic was coming in, traffic was coming
Yeah.
out. Go stand there, organize your permits, we stood there. From that weekend that we stood there, whenever we leave Mitchell's Plain, everybody's shouting at us, come back, come back.
Okay.
So we tried a lot of areas, but Mitchell's Plain is
Yeah.
our gold mine.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
like you said, so like sushi, you know, a lot of, and I'm not trying to create a stigma.
Yes.
I'm actually telling people I'm actually trying to tell people that is the stigma that's attached to it.
Yes.
Like, how can sushi come out of Mitchell's Plain? That's
Exactly,
almost
yes,
like how
exactly.
people. That's the question people ask.
Mm.
So, and I think it's amazing that you basically giving back to your own community.
Yes,
Like you
and
said,
that was
you
the
want to
whole
give
idea,
back
yes.
to where you started.
Yeah.
You come from that community, so you want to give back to that community.
Yeah.
And so, like I asked earlier, the guys that you employed,
Yes.
they also come from that area.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yeah. So basically, the guys that's working with me, they were just chilling at home, and I told them, you know what, you guys are young lads.
Yes.
I don't know what your future holds, but sitting at home is not the way forward.
Yes.
Come work with me. You can learn a few things.
Exactly.
They don't necessarily have to learn how to make sushi because they were like, sushi, I'm not a chef.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't need to learn how to make sushi. You can learn customer relations.
Exactly.
Because so we have a runner. He takes the order from the customer.
Okay.
Right. And then we have a cashier. He does payments only.
That's correct.
Right. And then Adnan is my right hand. He's in the trailer, so he's frying, he's plating, he's packing.
Which they'll meet later on
Yes.
when we go inside.
Exactly. And I'm the chef.
Okay.
So we have a flow, constant flow of customers coming in, going out.
Okay.
They don't wait longer than 15 minutes for the food.
Yeah.
And then also we created a platform where you can order on WhatsApp
Yes. Okay.
and just come and pick up.
Yeah, which is the best now.
Yeah, that's the way
Yeah,
forward.
exactly.
So yeah, and then also we got a lot of feedback from customers within the area saying that they're glad that we in Mitchell's Plain.
Yeah.
They don't have to go out of Mitchell's Plain to get good
Exactly.
sushi. You know what I mean, like Buris or wherever
Yeah, exactly.
they used to drive out and go and get sushi. Then I started asking customers, look here, how can I better my business for you?
Yeah.
So they said, look here, card payment. The following week we got a card machine.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They said, look here, change the takeaway containers. The following week we change some takeaway
Yeah.
containers.
Okay.
And that keeps our clientele coming
Yeah,
back
exactly.
to us.
Because you're
to
getting the
satisfy
feedback.
their
Yeah,
needs.
you
Exactly.
actually taking the
It's very
criticism
important.
and you're
It's
saying,
very
listen,
Yeah.
we're taking the positive criticism from the community. Let's do what they want, because that I think is important. Because a lot of
Exactly.
people don't do that.
Yes.
They just go after the community, whatever.
They're chasing the
Just
money,
gonna
they're
give
not
you
chasing
the
the
money.
dream.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so without further ado, guys, we actually want to go inside. I love sushi. I actually love sushi, brother.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is, I'll be honest, mine is salmon roses. I love
Oh,
salmon roses.
yes. You
That's-
in for a.
that's
Can I
the
tell you
salmon
something
roses
about
are
our
for
salmon
me,
roses? So I have something on the menu called Fundi roses.
Okay.
Right? Before I get into that, I want to give you. No one ever asked me, besides a little young boy, he asked me one day, he said, I love your sushi, man. I wake up in the morning and I think about you.
Okay.
This young lady, and he came to me and he's like, where did you get the name Fundi? We're trading almost a year now. He's the only person that ever asked me that.
So why did you get it? So where did you get it?
So a night before Eid, they Radio 786 called me. They were like, can you give a recipe on the radio? I was like, I can't give you a sushi recipe because it's an art,
Yes.
it's a technique.
Yes.
I can't give it on the radio, but yeah, so much rice, so much vinegar,
Exactly.
whatever. You won't be able to make it from.
Exactly. Because it's still an art.
Yeah, and they were like, okay, you're a chef, man. Come up with something. I was like, okay, so I gave this thing called deep fried rice.
Okay.
Right? You know, like Asians make
Yes.
deep fried rice with the egg and
That's
the
correct.
soy sauce. I gave that over the radio, and then at the end of the show they asked me, so what's your company's name? I didn't have the trailer yet. I was
Okay.
making Sushi Fundi at
Yes.
home. So during COVID, I was making it at home and delivering. He used to go deliver at people's houses. We didn't have a trailer yet at all. It wasn't purchased, wasn't an idea, nothing. And then I said, I don't have a name, Marwan Sushi.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And they were like, okay, we're gonna give you a name, Sushi Fundi. And that was
Okay.
nice 2 years back. So just remember, we started the trailer a year ago.
That's correct.
And that was
That
2
was
years
before,
ago.
yeah.
So for 2 years, I registered that company and I just went with it.
Okay.
Until now.
And then the sushi truck established obviously in 2020, so that was
Yes.
during COVID times.
And then, yeah, he was like, now what's your company name going to be? I was like, I'm going to go with
Sushi
that name.
Fundi. Yeah.
So that's how it started. And anyway, we have this roses called Fundi roses.
Okay.
I'm going to make it for you. I'm not going to explain what it is, but you can't get it anywhere else. Only us. You used to salmon roses with
Yeah.
the caviar?
Yeah.
I'm going to blow your
You're gonna
mind.
blow it?
Yeah.
Okay, right, that's like alright, we're gonna go inside, guys. We're gonna go check out inside.
Awesome.
I think I'm keen. Right, guys, so we finally inside the truck. This is actually the place I wanna be. I don't wanna be in front, I actually wanna be inside here. Like I said to you, I love my sushi. Yeah, unfortunately I don't always get to eat sushi because
Yes.
my girlfriend's allergic to fish. So
Oh, snap.
yeah, so unfortunately I don't always get to do this, but yeah, when I do get my chance to eat sushi, I love my sushi, and like I said to you, I like my salmon roses. So you're gonna spoil me with some stuff, you said.
No, definitely. I'm going to
And
blow your
then-
mind now with salmon roses.
Just quickly, we're talking off air. So we were just talking like earlier on.
Can I make one? Uncle?
Yeah, go for it, go for it. What does sushi? I didn't know this, guys. Sorry, I've been eating sushi for so long, but I didn't know this. What does sushi actually mean?
So sushi actually means a flavored rice.
Okay, so that's actually what sushi just means.
Yeah,
It just means
doesn't
flavored
mean-
rice. It doesn't mean the salmon or the
Salmon,
other stuff that
prawn,
we. Yeah.
Nothing else.
Okay.
It just means flavored rice. We modernized it, we added salmon. So basically the story behind sushi is, so I met this guy called Mr. Gazato. His family is the founder of sushi. He's the last one standing. But anyway, so he explained to me, back in the day, it was just flavored rice. Right? I used to farm rice, and then they came up with this term sushi, which is they just flavored the rice and they used to eat rice only with vegetables, right? And then afterwards they started catching fish, whatever it wasn't salmon, it was other type of fish. They started catching fish and they were like, let's have the flavored rice with the fish. That's how they created the meal back in the day.
Okay.
So that's where sushi came from.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
It wasn't even prawns.
Okay.
It was just fish
Yes.
and flavored rice.
Yes.
Not even apple.
Okay.
We
And then obviously,
modernized-
the more obviously with the
Exactly.
modern world, people then thought, hey, let's add some apple to it. Let's
Yes,
add some
yes.
of this to it. Let's add
Yeah.
some of that. Yeah.
So if you go overseas, right, you'll find they don't have fashion sandwich.
Okay.
You know this fashion sandwich? Right?
Yes,
But
the
they
fashion
don't-
sandwich.
Yeah,
I
look
think,
like a
yeah,
sandwich.
that's correct.
They don't have fashion sandwich. They don't
Okay.
have salmon and roses.
Okay.
They don't have a rainbow roll.
Yo.
I won't lie to you. They only have California roll and sashimi and nigiri.
Yo.
That's the three popular sushi overseas.
So how come it's so popular here? Is it because do you think that
And the maki, yes.
Oh,
Thank
the
you.
maki.
Yeah, the maki. That is what it is.
So just quickly, you're making it now, right? So that's the seaweed, am I correct?
Yes.
Right. So you're putting obviously the layers of your rice on top.
Yeah. So basically, what you do is you take the seaweed first. The seaweed
Okay.
has two different textures on either side. So one has a smooth side
Okay.
and one has a rough side.
Okay.
So when you're adding your rice, you add it to the rough
To
side.
the rough side so it can
get-
stick.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Then also you asked me earlier like what type of rice it is.
Yes.
Sushi is a unique sushi rice. There's about I think 8 different types of sushi rice.
Yeah, because I always thought it was like a jasmine or something
it's
because
not.
because
It's
it's quite
far
because
beyond.
it's also quite a sticky.
There's
Texture
also a very tricky way to cook sushi rice.
Okay.
Right? You have some the pot is in here. No? You
Yeah.
have a rice cooker.
Okay.
So basically you need to put the right amount of water in and the right amount of rice in.
Okay. Otherwise, it just doesn't.
1 millimeter less, the rice is hard. You can't fix it.
Okay.
You have to throw
Then you
the
have to
rice
throw
away.
a bit away. Okay.
1 milliliter more, the rice is pop. You throw it away.
Yo.
You can't.
So it's very so like we said earlier, sushi is actually an art.
There we go. It's a technique and
It's
art.
very much an art.
So the difficult challenge for me is people have bad experience
Yes.
about sushi
Yes.
somewhere else.
Yes.
And then when they meet me, they're like, I don't like sushi actually. But they had a bad experience somewhere
Yes.
else. You know what I mean? And then after when I convince them, okay, try this from him.
Yeah.
And then they will be like, yo, I actually like sushi now.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah. But it's amazing, man.
Okay, cool. So you basically layer your rice first. So as I'm watching you now, you put down your seaweed. You then put in obviously your layer of rice.
Yes.
Okay,
and
then-
then I'm gonna turn it around.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add. I'm just making a lot so that I can have
Yeah.
a nice amount of portion here. And then afterwards I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna add the fish, the ingredients. So basically you can have, like you asked me earlier, is it a roll? You can have. There is the option, like we modernized it. You can have fried sushi.
Yes.
Understand? But I need to put this out there. The prawns, without it being fried, it's not raw.
Okay.
It's steamed prawns. The same like how you
Okay.
eat it by ocean
Okay.
basket or whatever seafood platter in the curry. It's steamed prawns. The only thing raw is the salmon.
Okay.
So if a lot of people say, nah, I'm gonna have the fried sushi prawn because it's not raw. You can have a California raw prawn also, it's not raw.
Yes.
Just to put it out there, like
Okay.
okay, so that
But I
is
love my
that.
salmon. It's an expensive fish though. Yo, it's pricey. Eh?
Yeah,
Yes,
so I'm
yeah.
going to. Salmon is very expensive. A secret behind salmon, you're paying for the flight.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you're paying because it's coming from nowhere. When I buy salmon, I buy. So what the people, all my customers, they love about Sushi Fundi is we do everything fresh. If you
Okay.
catch me on a Thursday, I'll be filleting a whole salmon in the trailer.
Okay.
And a Friday. With the head on everything. Understand?
Okay.
So some customers they come to the trailer early and they
Yes.
will be like, "We still closed." Like, "Oh, you're still prepping?" And I'm like, "Yes." Like, "Can we see?" Then I open. That's why I created the hats where we can
Okay.
give the entertainment to the customer, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Because they want to eat with the eyes, they want to see what
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
doing. Especially with sushi. So we open it up, then they can see how we're making the meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That side we open up, we create payments only that side. Where you
Okay.
can interact with the customer.
Okay.
We're one of the only few trailers that can open both sides. I don't know if you took note of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Normally trailers only open
Only
one
open
side.
the one side.
But
Yeah.
I created that because I want to interact with my customers. Going back to the salmon. So when I buy salmon, it comes in a box straight from Norway. You see the flight number on the.
Okay.
So you basically
So you're
paying for the
actually paying
flight.
for that thing's flight.
Here we go. You
You're actually
pay.
paying the ticket for that thing.
Yes.
Yes. Did it come in? Was it first class? Was it economy?
And you can see
Was
when
it
it
business
came,
class? No, because it's expensive.
when it came in and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah. And then just to give you a bit of insider of salmon. So one whole salmon has, so you know they say sushi is an art, it's a technique, it's a, yeah, you can't just make sushi, you know what I mean? The reason why I can vouch for that is because one whole salmon, right, has 4 different sides in one piece. Okay. For 4 different items.
Okay.
So this is called sashimi, right?
Okay.
This is the belly part of the fish, the fat part.
Okay.
Yeah.
The most meaty
joined,
part.
yes. So
basically.
joined with that fat part, there is another layer which has the you know the sake with all the, like you know when you fill it the insides, yeah,
Yes,
the
okay.
insides, yes.
Yes.
So that when you take out, then there's a thin layer,
Okay.
right? Next to that is a thick layer. So that thick layer is for sashimi, the thin layer is for salmon roses.
Okay.
Understand?
That's why it's so thin.
Yes, and then
Okay.
the tail piece,
Yes.
right, is for rainbow rolls. And they
Okay,
do-
so they use different pieces of the fish.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
so they don't actually use the same piece.
They can't, it's impossible.
Okay.
Because each slice has different
Yes.
cut.
Okay.
That
Interesting, I
yeah,
never
that's
knew
also a bit of an
Yeah,
insider.
that's actually interesting, guys. I never actually knew that. Eh? And by the way, the knife he's using at the moment, he was just telling me now, it's actually the knife that he used, or at least the knife of the guy that first taught you
how to make sushi.
how to make sushi. So, yeah, so he's never changed the knife at all because he obviously, that's the guy that obviously helped him get to where he is today.
Yes, definitely. So I use this knife every day as a reminder, because when he told me, "Okay, take this knife, promise me you're gonna be one of the best sushi chefs ever."
Yes.
Until this very day, 9 years later,
Yeah.
I'm still using the same knife. I will keep making it sharp. And yeah, I was just telling him now that my fiance bought me knives, but I won't use it for sushi.
Yeah, you're going to use that one?
I want to frame it, but she doesn't want me to frame it. So yeah, so we use cream cheese for all our fried sushi.
Okay.
For those that don't eat it raw, follow my hand.
Yeah. Or did you say he doesn't eat the raw?
Yeah. So people generally like prawn fried sushi. So I'll
Okay.
give you that. I don't know ever.
Yeah, so guys, so this is actually Adnan that you were talking about earlier. Is this a bit shy for the camera? You don't need to be shy now, the cameras are all on us
It's
now.
all in us. There's no
There's
excuses
enough
from
light
different
here,
angles.
you don't need to add more light. So, you want to hide away here. But yeah, he's your right hand man, I know. And you said didn't you grow up with him?
Yeah, I grew up with him from childbirth.
Yeah, you guys know each other literally from
Yeah,
birth.
we together like since forever.
Okay.
we so close, like all our cars that we had back in the day, same cars. Our first car, same color, same motor, everything. That's how close we are. And
Just not the same women.
Not the same woman.
That's good.
Not the same woman. But like, yeah, seriously, like I told you, I had a period of he had exactly the same car, same color, everything. So that's how tight we are. So yeah, your apple get cut in an angle.
Okay.
So that when you roll, it falls under the fish and it gets tight.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this rose and then I'll make your
The other,
the
the
roses.
special ones.
Yeah. Okay, so
we
basically when you roll,
Okay.
you want to get this at the bottom of that fish.
Okay.
Right? Tuck in.
Okay, so you
So
tuck
it's there.
Okay.
And then you roll forward. Right. The tighter you roll, the better. So the tighter you roll is, you won't break while you're cutting. Number one, it won't break while you're cutting it. Number two, it won't break while you're eating. So you grip it with the chopsticks.
Yes.
It won't fall apart.
Okay. So actually, when you grip it, they do fall apart. It actually hasn't been wrapped tight enough.
Yeah.
That's basically.
Yeah, it wasn't made properly.
Okay, so when I go to a place and it falls apart, then I'm going to tell you, must tell you, chef, must wrap it properly, please. Because I know somebody that taught me how to wrap it. Yeah.
So yeah, and then the bamboo mat. So basically the bamboo mat has cling wrap over it, so it doesn't pull off the rice.
Yes, it doesn't stick, obviously.
There we go. But then I need tempura top. One tempura top. And I'm making a rainbow supreme. And deep fried
Okay, so
roll.
these ones you're making now for us?
So I'm making you a deep fried roll, deep fried prawn.
Okay.
I'm making a tempura top.
Okay.
So a tempura top is a normal California rolled prawn inside,
Okay.
but deep fried prawn on top. So you have a taste of both
Okay.
steamed prawn and deep fried
And deep
prawn.
fried, okay.
And my special sauce on top.
Okay.
Teriyaki roll.
Oh yeah. We make special sauces, guys. I'm gonna buy the special sauces from him. He let me taste some special sauces.
Yeah. You won't find it anywhere.
Nah,
else.
as I said to you, that one sauce, that second one you gave me.
Yes.
As I put it on my chicken, on my chips.
The tempura sauce.
I'm gonna put it on everything. Yeah, lekker.
Yeah, so I wanted to create unique things where you can only come to Sushi Fundi.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, because you also want you want people to say, look here, that guy's different.
Here we go.
Because then if you're not different, what really separates you from anybody else making sushi? Exactly.
So we have the trailer that separates us. That's different.
That's the one
taste.
thing, exactly.
That's different. The texture of the rice.
Yes.
Everything is
The
different.
flavoring of certain things are different.
Yeah.
The sauces are different. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're doing the lollipops on the side, am I correct? Yes.
He's doing lollipops and tempura top roll for you.
Yeah, so guys, so he has something called lollipops. I think it's prawn lollipops. eh?
Yes.
Which you
And also
actually
you
created.
now.
Which you actually created. So Adnan actually created it one day. They were just
Yeah, so-
randomly, you were busy randomly
So,
cooking
yeah, we
something
were busy
and
doing
he
a
did something
function,
on the side and you were like, hey, what did you just do there now? Why did you do that?
And it looked like lollipops.
Yeah, and it looked like a lollipop and then they kind of created something like that. So yeah, so
I
they
should-
created something on the spot.
Yeah, and I should put it on the menu and
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it there. I'll pack it now. Give me also, I don't know, like me.
I must go to gym tomorrow. Okay, you know which one I'm gonna try first.
I know exactly which one you're gonna go for first. I'm gonna give you 2 attempts for that. I want you to try it just like that, and I want you to try it with some teriyaki sauce.
I don't know, other people do it, but I just
I don't want to do soy sauce.
no soy
No
sauce.
soy sauce.
So just like that. Okay.
Taste on its own.
train of the chocolate as well.
Now look nice
Is it
now,
like-
but when it must go in, it must
You already saw how it looked.
Try it, let's try it.
But you'll teach you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you can look fancy in the restaurant. Oh, we're not going to the restaurant anymore.
Come here.
So guys, so we're getting all the House of Havoc people involved here now.
Yes.
Because they were jealous because I was gonna get all of it.
No.
And now they won. They also now won. They were supposed to go home at 5 o'clock. They're all here. Because Mikaylin can't eat on his own. They must also eat.
There's
So
no
now they're
over,
all here. So when you see them coming to the camera, it's just our people from House of Havoc.
there's no overtime, man.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so this I eat as is, eh?
Yes.
Right, so guys, this is the lollipop. This is something that
You guys can actually try it.